Hello everybody. Welcome again to our esteemed channel. If you are new here, kindly subscribe. My name is your host Liz. Today we are going to talk about children born with both genders, male and female genders. This condition is called intersex, a general term used for a variety of situations in which a person born with reproductive or anatomy that doesn't fit the boxes of female or male. Sometimes this condition is resolved when doctors perform surgeries on intersex babies and make the babies' bodies fit a binary idea of male or female. Today I have the pleasure of hosting a very beautiful and humble girl. Her story is very touching. She has gone through so much rejection growing up, knowing that these people are supposed to protect her but they choose not to. As a young girl, that damages you. So she is here with us to share that story. Hello Pam, how are you? Thank you so much for coming. Pleasure is mine. Thank you. Pam, please tell us where you come from, and how was life growing up, and how did you end up not being raised by your parents? Let's start from the beginning. I was born in Toti Town. When my mom gave birth to me, she was expecting two babies, a boy and a girl. The medical staff couldn't determine the gender. They all thought my mom was giving birth to twins, only for her to give birth to one child with both features, a male feature and a female feature. It was a big surprise for the medical team and worse to my mother. When they asked my mother of what to do, she told them to register my birth certificate as a boy. She ordered the medical team not to tell my father anything about the gender issue. My mother decided to hide that fact from my father. Was there any reasons as to why she hid it from your father? Yes. My father always wanted a son. He loved me dearly because of the fact he was told I was a son. He taught me everything any loving father can teach their sons. He could take me for fishing, football and so many other things. He was very happy with me. That sounds like a good father. He cared for you. Yes, he did, but little did he know, I started to change when I became a preteen. I will try on some girls' clothes and feel good. I will feel some fulfillment in them. One time my mother found me with a girl's clothes. She was so mad at me. I tried to explain to her how good I look in them. In the process of an argument, my father came in and found me in the girl's clothes. When he asked what was happening, my mother defended me and said I was fooling around. Did your appearance make you different from others? I felt very different. One morning, I woke up in a pool of blood. I was afraid. I screamed and my parents came into my room. They were also surprised with what they saw. They took me to hospital. The doctor said the blood was menstruation. My dad was perplexed. The doctor said I was a mature girl. He even said it was incredible I was a boy and a girl at the same time. I was surprised too. I didn't understand at all what the doctor meant. He even insisted that I will be having this condition every month. When my father heard that, he wanted to beat up the doctor. He thought it was the doctor who did that to me. The doctor calmed my father down. He explained to him about the condition. My father did not take that lightly. When we returned home, he kicked me out of the house. He told me I was such a shame. He said I was not the kind of son he wanted. My mother pretended she didn't know. She kept quiet when my father was throwing me out. She turned her back on me. She did not stand up for me for fear that my father will kick her out too. What a sad story. You were so young. Where did you go? I went to my grandmother. Luckily enough, she is alive and she is strong. I told her my ordeal. She warmly welcomed me. She did not push me away. She enrolled me in a new school. I still suffered the humiliation at the new school. I am glad my grandmother would listen to me after school and comfort me. I remember one of my schoolmates asking me, "Which bathroom do you use? Men's or women's?" My physical appearance was confusing people every day. Others could mock me and tell me to choose one gender. It was not easy at all. Did you try to make friends, or did you at one point fall in love? I tried to fight my feelings. I couldn't find love. Once I found a partner, I could be rejected once they learned the truth. I remember one telling me that I was nature's mistakes. I was very desperate. I felt like the loneliest person in the world. I am sorry to hear that. How did you come up with a solution of choosing a girl? There was a day when I came from school. My grandmother was waiting for me. She told me there was a support group who helps people born with both female and male genders. She told me I should go and join them to learn and to create awareness. She arranged for me to travel to town and meet them. When I got there, I felt normal for the first time. There were a lot of people like me. They understood my feelings. I was welcomed warmly. I was given option to choose who I want to be. I choose to be a girl. It was a nice decision. How did you end up being a motivational speaker? With my grandmother's support and the support group, I started helping people like me. I went out to schools and churches to create awareness, to encourage people suffering from that condition to feel like they are not alone. And they are not nature's mistakes either. People should know that no one should take your right to choose, right to be yourself. Thank you very much. I wish you all the best as you continue spreading love towards the hopeless out here. Hello, Dr. Drake. I have come to ask about this condition known as intersex. How is it supposed to be handled? When a child is born, what is supposed to be done?
Hello, Lizzie. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for the work you are doing out here, creating awareness. Intersex is a general term used for a variety of situations in which a person is born with reproductive or sexual anatomy that doesn't fit the boxes of female or male. Intersex individuals are born with any of several sex characteristics, including chromosome patterns, gonads or genitals. Sometimes doctors do surgeries on intersex babies to make their bodies fit binary ideas of either a male or a female, when the parents have decided either at birth or the child chooses right before puberty starts.
Do you think it's advisable for the children born with the condition to be left like that without any medical interference?
While intersex is usually detected and assigned at birth, intersex anatomy isn't always present then. Sometimes a person must reach the age of puberty before discovering they are intersex. Some people may not even discover that they are intersex until adulthood, when they discover that they are infertile. In rare instances, intersex people are only diagnosed after they have passed away, and are discovered through an autopsy. My advice as an experienced doctor is, gender affirmation surgery is a personal choice, and is not something that needs to be done.
Thank you so much, doctor. This information is really helpful. I hope people who are suffering with this condition will be aware that it is their choice to do surgery, to affirm the gender they want, or to stay like that, which is still okay. Like other sexual and gender-diverse populations, people with intersex traits experience significant discrimination, stigma, and prejudice that detrimentally affect their health and well-being. Policymakers have a responsibility to implement non-discrimination protections that will safeguard an understanding of intersex populations. Should create awareness so that the intersex people living with stigma around them will be willing to disclose their intersex status.